Hello, I'm Leonard Nimoy. In 1949, a sexy dance called the samba was sweeping the nightclubs and scandalizing America. About that same time, Gene Autry recorded his beloved Christmas classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Elsewhere in 1949, Oreo cookies made their debut, and housewives paid 31 cents a pound for margarine. On the sports front, Northwestern beat California and won the Rose Bowl. Also in this year, the boss was born, Bruce Springsteen himself. You'll find it all in the 1949 episode of Our 20th Century.
President Truman's dramatic announcement that Russia had the atom secret caused State Departments all over the world to stir uneasily. At the United Nations, Soviet Representative Andrei Vyshinsky refused to comment and stalked coldly into the assembly building. The grim vision of an atomic war, which would leave complete desolation in its wake, is a problem that deeply affects nearly all deliberations of the International Forum. A system of worldwide atomic control for peace must still be resolved. The United Nations, striving toward that end, expresses its aims through President Romulo of the Assembly.
The impasse that now exists regarding the international control of atomic energy must be broken, and the Assembly must face this question squarely for the sake of mankind and for the peace of the world.
Will the atom shatter a world to fragments, or will it be a boon to mankind? Will man destroy himself, or use his power to make existence a paradise? 1950 may tell the tale. 1949 was a year marked by disaster. Disaster born of the earth and the elements, and disaster brought about by man himself. Earthquake in Ecuador, most dramatic and terrifying of nature's tragedies. In a matter of minutes, entire villages demolished in the sharp, ominous upheaval of the earth. Homes, shops, churches turned into wreckage and rubble. For thousands, death. For those who survived, suffering and heartache. A capricious nature wreaked havoc on America's great western plains, where the worst blizzards in history piled a mantle of white death over the land. The loss in livestock was staggering, a loss that was felt as well in lower supplies and rising prices. But man, resourceful and courageous, countered with Operation Haylift, modern weapons with which to combat an ancient foe.
Swing and sway, but this time it's not with Sammy Kaye. It's the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, which sways one time too many and then says bye-bye.
At Chicago Stadium, Joe Louis, retired, meets San Francisco's Pat Valentino in a 10-round exhibition bout. At ringside, along with 5,000 others, Ezzard Charles, who won Louis's heavyweight crown after the Brown Bomber retired. Joe outweighs the mop-haired Californian by 39 pounds. And as the fans look on, the undefeated former champ, who parlayed a pair of boxing gloves into $1 million, proceeds to prove he's still mighty handy with those fists. Still the lethal bomber, still the methodical stalker of an opponent, the 224-pound Louis moves in for the kill. Watch him measure Brother Valentino for that sudden death 1-2 punch. It's gone 7 rounds, but it's not going much more. Yes, sir, heavyweight champs may come and heavyweight champs may go, but Joe Louis doesn't seem to have changed. Still the same old Joe. Joe is taking his time. The opposition, and Joe still looks like a champ. The Heisman Trophy for the Outstanding Football Player of the Year is presented to Leon Hart of Notre Dame by Wilbur Jordan, president of New York's Downtown Athletic Club. The 255-pound end is the first lineman to win the award in 12 years.